Good evening, good morning, everyone who all are here to watch this beautiful samvad with Mr. Venkat, Krishnamurti, and I would be uh, so I would be giving a brief introduction regarding Mr. Venkat. He's joined us today early morning from New Jersey, Princeton. Hello, sir. How are
Hi,
you?
how are you? I'm very good. Thank you, Doctor. I really appreciate in bringing me into the program, and I'll be happy to share my experience.
Yes, he's one of the participants of IRP 74. He has joined this FFD program, and now 9 months into this program, he is free from his diabetes medicines. And I would give over to Mr. Venkat. And please give a brief introduction, sir, and we go ahead. Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and it's good evening to all of you. I actually was about 28 years diabetes. Basically, I was a diabetic for about 28 years, and was always looking for an opportunity to see what can bring me some kind of regimental life for me to be able to get out of diabetes. And just so happened that I've been part of Chinmaya mission here in New Jersey. When I was in Mumbai last year, around July, is when I got a WhatsApp message from one of my basic members, and they just introduced me to the program. And that very Saturday, I just got into Dr. Pramod Tripathi's introduction. And I was pretty inspired by the way he explained the basics of how the reversal could happen. And it all is dependent on you, how you really address your own daily routines, and also how you try to really inspire yourself and motivate yourself. So after I joined the program, I got mentored, and I got into the routine. And within about a week of joining the introduction, I came back to US, and and luckily, being pandemic time, I was working remotely out of home, so it really greatly helped me to really get into the routine very easily, because my wife really helped me to put together a diet plan at home. And I also have all the gym equipments in my basement. And I was able to do rowing, I was able to do treadmill, I was able to do my basic cycling, everything, and then including the Surya Namaskar and Baski. So with that,
I
within
also sorry to interrupt you. We would like our viewers to know your professional background also. So how your busy schedule, you manage all this. That would be important, because most of the viewers would like to know that. So let me tell everyone that he is an ex-employee of Tata's. He worked in India for a few years, and now more than 20 years he's in US. Right, sir?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yes, please go ahead.
Go ahead. So then we lived in India until 1994. I went to school in Mumbai. I did my engineering in VJT in Mumbai, and then I worked for Tata's, and then we moved to the US in 1994, and within about 2 years of coming to the US, I started my own business basically that was more into IT consulting, which I sold, and then currently I manage a financial services business, and most of our clients are really physicians, about 300 of them. We do their financial planning, investment management, and risk management, and it's a very busy busy schedule. You know how the market is, how the client needs are. So then day in and day out, all meetings and scheduling and all that. But I do have a good team which really manages most of it. But to be able to take time off from your daily routine and to have your own personal way for you to be able to address your diet and your exercise is very important. And also to say no sometimes you have business dinners, you have business tours, and then during tours, you got to be very, very regimental in terms of how you really conduct yourself, because peer pressure will come. How your friends and colleagues and business and the business partners would probably want you to really participate in terms of food related, I would say, issues, or even probably getting out and doing other stuff. So being a teetotaler, being a vegetarian, all that greatly helped in terms of how I was able to manage that. And plus, I wake up at about 4:30 in the morning every day, both me and my wife. We do our meditation, we do our yoga, and I go out on my routine of exercises. Again, basically this program helped me to put together a structure in terms of having that exercises. So I was able to do Surya Namaskar. I was able to do my buskies. I was able to do my rowing, all that really, and then I was ready to get on to my regular office work by about 7 o'clock in the morning, which was very easy because because I woke up early. But I also go to bed early. I go to bed by about say 9:30. We generally have our dinner by about 6:37. So then everything is spaced out so well that this program helped me in terms of my diet plan and also the exercise routine and also the mental health. I think mental health is very important. And you got to do your meditation, you got to do your introspection, you got to be inspired every day. And you will have colleagues, you have clients who will probably ask some very stressful, who may have a stressful days, but it's your job not to get affected by those kind of external environments that comes.
Yeah.
So I'm also a part of Chinmaya mission, so which means that I actually conduct Bhagavad Gita programs on weekends. So I actually teach Bhagavad Gita and Vedanta to adults. And as a part of that program, as a part of Satsanga, we also do meditation. We also discuss about how to bring Bhagavad Gita to your daily life. So again, all of that is part of how we conduct ourselves in the FFT routine, because everything is all about having a goal, having a commitment, and being motivated to be able to accomplish your goals and make sure that you also inspire people around you at the same time. Right. So then let me stop at that. I know that I've been talking a lot, but then I definitely want to inspire people who are in the program or who want to join the program, because what it brings you is pretty much a structure which you don't get otherwise. It gets you back to, let us say, you are getting into a routine in school wherein you have a structure, you have a program.
Timetable.
You have a timetable. That's very good. So that timetable, including the fact that you're taking your vitals every day, and you want to make sure that your vitals look good. When you're taking your blood work once in 3 months, you want to make sure that the vitals look good. You want to be inspired that your HbA1c levels are getting better. Okay. So I'll tell you a story about what happened right after I got into the program, and within about 6 months, I went to my doctor here, who's also a South Indian doctor. She is from South, and she's been my internal medicine doctor for the last, say, about 15, 20 years. And she saw me, and she saw my weight, and she saw my HbA1c level, and she was jumping with joy, literally jumping with joy, and said, "What happened to you? What did you do?" So I told her that this is what happened. I actually joined this program when I was in India, and it doesn't have any kind of alternative medicines. It is all about how do you structure your life. And she said that I want to be able to promote this to all my clients. So then she actually took the website link from me, and she started to really introduce this to her clients. So
thank you so much.
I would say that was very inspiring for me, because the fact that my own doctor was so thrilled about
she has faith in it.
Exactly. And then
seeing your results.
She was inspired. She was inspired because it did not introduce any new medicines.
Right.
It was all about the structure. It was all about the timetable. Yeah. So I think that is what really motivated me more to do more. And from after 6 months, I started to really get into the program. And the good thing is you get your doctors, your exercise specialist, and your dietitian available on call, in the sense that you can really send them a message, they get back to you, and you have the admin people who actually set up a call for you. So all that I thought was pretty cool, in the sense that the app works very well, even being remotely out here in the US, even with the kind of time zone difference, it all worked extremely well. I would say that every one of my colleagues at work, everybody, even some of my clients have been seeing my progress, and they are very thrilled. So I've been inspiring my clients, I've been inspiring my friends and families, and I would have probably by now introduced about 50 people into the program in the last 9 months. So I'm happy about it, and I would recommend
to share the same.
Everybody.
Yeah. Great. So yes, you're in. Of course, you are motivating others. You mentioned that your doctor is also very positive about your progress in US, and she has recommended it to her other patients as well, right? Now, I just want to share my screen for a while and show you pictures of Mr. Rahman. Yeah, is it visible?
Yeah, it is visible. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is Mr. Venkat Krishnaswamy, 65 years young, from New Jersey. He has his own business there. And when he started with our program, he was at A1C level 6.9, and now it has dropped down to 6. And his weight has also dropped from 75 to 64 kgs. And I have some of his pictures, the exercises that he mentions, and the level of fitness that he's been able to achieve. Yeah. And yes, he's a lovely grandfather to 3 grandchildren.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. We as both our sons live here. One of them lives close by, and he has 2 grandsons. He has 2 sons, and then we have another grandson in the West Coast. So we get to go and see them often, and both. I would say that my family members, like both. Basically, my wife and my sons and a daughter-in-laws, they all are extremely motivated by my progress, and in fact, I've even shared this with some of my in-laws, basically my daughter-in-laws' families and friends, and they all are extremely like when someone sees me after about 6 months, they are completely shocked that I look so different now. And and the best part was my wife and I, when we were in Mumbai just about 3 weeks ago, we went to Fab India, and generally I try to buy some clothes when coming back from India, and I generally fit into probably medium size attire, and this time, when I was looking at it, I was fitting in extra small.
Oh.
So that was very good. So small to extra small. So that was very good, and that too was slim fit. So all that was very, very inspiring again. And I'm sure, but my mom and dad were a little upset that I lost weight.
All Indian parents feel that.
Yeah. They were not happy in Mumbai. When I was in Mumbai, actually, I was a little concerned about the fact that when we travel to India, how will I get salads and smoothies and other things to be taken care of? But I was quite surprised that I had everything from plant-based milk to the farm-based salads, which is delivered home. And including in Mysore, we went to Mysore on a personal trip. Even there, all of them got delivered at home. So there was no problem at all getting any
Where
of
there's a
the.
will, there is a way. You'll
Yeah,
find a way.
absolutely. Yeah, I was actually, when we were traveling, I actually ordered my salads right from Zurich when we were in the airport, and it got delivered on the day I arrived in my home in Mumbai. So it was pretty cool that, and also there are lots of options. So I would say that I thought there are options here in the US, but options in India are really good, including plant-based milk and plant-based yogurt, including salads and smoothies and other alternatives. So I would say that overall, the only time I've had challenges is when I'm in the airplane, where they don't still understand how to offer you basically plant-based alternatives. So there you struggle a bit, especially if it is a 14, 18-hour trip to India. But you know what, you can just probably do some cheating around just for about 24 hours, and then you can get back to your routine. So that's how I really overcome those kind of travel kind of issues.
Okay. So one more thing which I would like viewers to know from you, if it was one particular thing which you enjoyed the most about this program, maybe the juice fasting, water fasting, or the meditation, or what, if it is one thing which you have to say that, no, I like this the most, what would it be?
I would say juice fasting was thrilling because, what happened is that I was a little concerned, especially my wife was very concerned about on the juice fasting day, although it was a weekend, but still she did so well in terms of because the dietitian had given us beautiful charts on how to even measure and then have different kind of, whether it is the tomatoes and
it's vegetable based juices.
Yes, for the vegetable juices, but she picked up those kind of vegetable options, measured it on a weighing scale exactly to the T, and then gave me those juices on schedule. That helped me. I would say that if I was by myself, I could not have done it. But she was the one who really was so much behind the scenes helping me. I think juice fasting was initially, I would say, I would say I was a little overwhelmed by the fact that can I make it happen? But then once I got through it, I really enjoyed it. And even days, so then what we've done from that is what we have picked up from that, both me and my wife, is now we have only soups at night. Our dinner routine has changed completely. We don't have any carbs at night. It is only soups. And that we picked up from this program. And that has helped us a lot in terms of in terms of how we are able to manage the diet, especially going to bed at night.
Great. So, okay. And yes, you would like to share something?
No, not.
Yeah. Okay. So moving forward, just one more question. How have you benefited in other ways from this program, apart from health and medicine, freedom from medicine, other ways, and the fitness? What else have you gained?
I would say that the way what I have, how I've benefited from the program is certainly the fact that you are now part of the community, which are talking about how you can really become free from diabetes, because we always had the mindset that diabetes is not curable. It's not something, because you got to have medicines all through your life. Like even my parents, my mom, who is about 86-year-old, she takes about 3 insulins a day. And so essentially, so you are actually made to think that by having diabetes, you're going to somehow end up having
genetic
insulin.
and
Yeah,
also
like genetically, and also you're going to be end up having a life when you reach your senior years, having insulin dependent or something like that. So having being part of a community which is inspiring you, and all kinds of motivational videos all the time that comes to you in terms of the chat, that is greatly of benefit. And also I think somehow I think this program helps you calm your mind. Your mind, you are able to, now you're able to watch yourself, your mind when it's getting agitated or when it is getting restless. So you're able to watch it. You're using all the techniques that has been put in place. So overall, I would say it is giving
best
me
management.
it has given me a holistic way to approach life. It's really a holistic way to approach life.
Thank you so much for your motivational story that you shared with us. And I'm sure a lot of our viewers are going to be inspired by this. And yes, on this note, we'll be signing off.
Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you for
giving
taking
me
your time out from your busy schedule and sharing your story with us, and for the benefit of our viewers, and also all the appreciation for our team. Thank you so much for all of that. It means a lot. Thank you, sir.
So good going. Thank you again.
Thank you. Yeah, we hope to make many more. 1 lakh diabetics free is our mission. So very soon we hope to achieve that, and with the support of the family, which is growing, more and more diabetics becoming free and inspiring others. Thank you so much for being on this Samvad session. So this is Dr. Saloni signing off. Bye-bye.